Definitely a game against a 2Q and playing on Fox. It's an interesting move there to go under. I don't think it's good to do this before you've taken the other corner. Because the other corner is always going to be a little bigger. I know he's trying to build a Moyo, but this really isn't going to work all that well. Whatever. I'll just play along and get his corner. I'll let him build his Moyo. See how he can use it. It's not bad. It is kind of small because he actually gave up both of the corners though, and I can always do this, but that's not worth it right now. I'm going to go ahead and make my Moyo as well. I don't want him to do like this Pete move. Guess I'll just do this. That doesn't need answering. I don't know why he did that. See what he does with this. Technically, I probably should have just flown in the corner over there. And it would have been fine. There's not that much territory down here. Letting me have a head is not good, man. Letting me have a head is really not good here. I'm just going to let him have that. Okay. That completely destroys the point of that. And that's useless. So I'm actually going to go over here. And you know what? I'm going to play it not safe, and I'm going to play it risky and do this because I don't think he can kill me. Now, do I think that's actually a good move? In general, no, I actually don't think it's a great move in general because it is pretty dangerous for this group. I will admit it is actually fairly dangerous for this group, but I want to see how good his fighting skills are because I don't think he's that good at fighting. Like I said, it is pretty dangerous to do this. That's not a good move. Really thinking about doing this, but that could be very, very risky. Nah, just do this. I've already broken his Moyo, so I'm not really... I've honestly already broken his Moyo, so I'm not really all that concerned. This group, I mean, this piece, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty much alive. I might actually just want to take my corner here. I think I'm going to do this. I don't actually like to clamp. That's not that useful. That's also not a very good move, but it's not really that big, so I'm going to take this side instead. I'll let him have the small corner. I'll take the big side. He can actually have that. Get rid of this problem. And then take this. Can do that, I guess. Okay. I think he's still like hell-bent on trying to kill me, but that's not going to work. It's really not going to work. I have an eye right there, but I don't think I'm going to go for that. Okay. Legit. I'm not going to let him have this territory either. Ah, jeez. This actually gets pretty interesting now. I think I'm going to block on this side.
Yoyomi now starts.
I do actually have all the side territory. If he does that... What if I just do this? You know what? Forget it. Thing is, I can actually push first. He doesn't have an Atari anywhere. So if I do this, oh, dang it. Oh, how did I just screw that up? Oh my god. I just screwed that up, didn't I? Oh, I royally screwed that up.
9, 8.
I could have just connected.
7,
I'm stupid.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Man, I'm stupid.
2 Yoyomis
Oh
left.
no, now it's just all dead. Oh man, I can't believe I just did that. Yeah, I am actually bound to screw up like this a lot of the time. I can't believe I just did that. Man, I had this game won too, from the beginning. I'm screwed anyways if I do that, so. I have to force a freaking kill. It's going to be very, very difficult. I could have just connected here, man. I can't believe I just did that. And I'm so stupid sometimes. I'm so amazingly stupid sometimes. I can barely believe how stupid I am sometimes. That doesn't really solve my problem. He's actually still alive there. Yeah, it doesn't solve my problem. Because I actually have to Atari down here, and now he's alive. It is Sente. It is definitely Sente for me. Now this is an interesting game, because I'm going to have to try to pull my... pull this game back from total collapse. Because I just lost this entire group in here. I can't believe I just did that, man. That's so bad from me. It is so, so bad from me.
9, 8, 7, 6.
That gives me a chance to do it, though. He might have just given me the chance. I don't know. Don't know. See if what I can do here. All right, I'll take all this. One way to get it back is just to deny him any other points. Interesting. It doesn't really help him. Not really even Sente. It's actually Gote for him. It's actually Oh, no, I screwed up again. I gotta stop doing that. Oh, I screwed up again. I gotta stop doing that. Oh, no, this doesn't work. Man. Screwing up so much. He actually played this wrong. He could have actually killed me going this way. But he actually played that very, very wrong. But when I do something stupid like this, I do my best to try to catch back up in the game. And that does mean like making moves I regularly don't make, just to try to get any sort of advantage, which I was pretty successful in getting. And basically taking any Sentes I actually can. I should have just done something about that, actually. It's actually fairly large. This is bigger, though. Those 4 aren't as big as these. This is bigger than those 4.
Yo-Yomi now starts.
It is a massive recovery from what I had before. This is actually fairly large. Play it. I will play it. I can't believe I did that. I mean, oh my god, that was bad. It's a really bad move by me. There's not much left here. I'm just going to do this. It's not that big. I'm pretty sure this is bigger. That 1 stone. What's the point of that? I don't even have to answer that. It's dead. I don't have to answer that either. That's fine, but I'm alive. Yeah, I don't really see the point of that. You just lost like a bunch of points in here. I mean, you can't connect anyways. There's nothing there. You're dead. Yeah, don't do stuff like this. That he probably just wasted like 10 to 15. He probably just gave me like a free 2-3 points there. And if a game is actually close like this one, you don't want to be giving your opponent free points. I should have done this first, but whatever. So I won. After pulling this, I basically won after like just sacrificing this. Or like making a really, really bad move here. Making a really, really bad move here. Because I had this game easily won. Let me estimate the score. Yeah, black plus 40. Obviously, because like he wasted a lot. I actually got this to live. Let's actually review this game. Because this game's interesting. I obviously made a huge blunder there. Because I just wasn't really... I guess I wasn't really thinking straight. I mean, I was like... I don't know what I was thinking there. I miss these things too often when I'm actually talking and trying to like teach, I guess. I don't really think straight. There was actually nothing in here. That would have, like, all I had to do was basically do this, and when he did this, all I really had to do was connect. He can't actually do anything here. I mean, when he does this, oh, sorry, not that. That would actually be problematic. Like, if I just do that, I mean, there's nothing here. And if you estimate the score right now, like, I'm way, way ahead. Black's plus 38. But the thing is, like, I really, really, really messed up there. I don't really know why I didn't see the double Tari, because I just got stupid. Like, I figured he didn't have enough liberties, but I totally forgot about this. If I do this, and this is actually Sente at this point, and I give him this, then like the estimator, he would actually be above 17. But I actually took an even worse route, because basically both of them are dead now if I do this. If you estimate right now, like white plus 24, obviously. I mean, I missed a really easy move there. and I just like, this is my big screw up, and I was able to pull the game back because just like stronger fighting strength. Obviously that, you have to connect. That, like, this is the only way I could actually kind of win now, trying to attack this piece. And then going back like this. But there's really no legitimate way I can actually win this. This move, I think if he just blocks here, I can't really do anything. That's like, I would try to do something like this, I guess. No, actually, no, he'd probably be dead because he doesn't actually have an eye here. But the thing is, like, he doesn't actually have to go in the corner here. He could just, like, come out like this. It's a little bit, it's definitely a little bit, I mean, it's the same sequence. But in this sequence, he actually gets the corner here. So this is, I played pretty much the only way I could to actually, like, get some points back. That probably wasn't a great move in there. At this point, I knew I couldn't kill him if he just played right. But it's very damaging to him because it's actually very, very damaging to him because he has to give up all of this down here. And this wasn't a thing because I already knew I had the reverse avalanche thing. If you estimate the score right now, he's still way, way ahead by like 19 points because it counts all these points actually in here. Even though I got the bottom here. But actually, I think the estimator's a little off, but yeah, he's still pretty much ahead. But, you know, like, me doing this is kind of like a desperation tactic. This, I don't really know. Like, it is a little bit hard to deal with, but it probably is just trying to cut, because I really don't think I can do all that much here. I mean, this, I think just, like, in this situation, just kind of, well, that won't work, but, like, just kind of going up top with this is probably the best solution, in my opinion. Because if you do this, like, I don't have enough liberties to challenge you. I realistically don't have enough liberties to challenge you. So he didn't actually play this right, but I was basically counting on his mistakes to actually win at this point, because I knew, like, I wasn't gonna do it. It wasn't gonna be good. Because, like, if I do, like, let's say if I do this, and he does something like this, it's very, very hard for me to actually make eyes. But, so, like, I would say the correct move here is just to, I would say the correct move here in answer to this move is just probably going on top. And I would probably do this, but this is actually this is actually quite difficult to make two eyes in here, regardless of how you cut it. It is actually pretty difficult to make two eyes in here. It's actually pretty difficult to make two eyes in here. I mean, I would, at this point, probably just, like, try random stuff. Yeah, like, there's no way I would actually be able to beat you in the Liberty battle down here. There's just no way. Yeah, like, you have way too many liberties for me to even fight. So just going on top here. So this wasn't like a, that's definitely not a strong move, because you can sacrifice this one stone down here and I still don't have the eyes. He does actually do that, but he actually answers wrongly here. I don't know about the clamp. I think it's okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I am actually pretty sure I'm dead, but I just wanted to test to see what he actually did, because I can actually do this, and that's actually a bad move because it allows me to do that. But, like, if you just do this, I don't think I can actually live here. Yeah, like, that's not really a feasible. I mean, there's nothing feasible I can actually do there, right? But the clamp is a little bit risky because it does actually let me do all these things. Or I could have just done this. But that's still not alive, and it's really hard for me to actually do anything. it is actually really, really hard for me to do anything if you just collapse like this. I mean, I would try to fight you here. But once again, like, you have way more liberties than I do here. So it would be very, very difficult for me to fight you, I think. I would have to do this. But if you just do this, I don't think I... Actually, no, you don't have enough liberty. He doesn't have enough liberties. Never mind. So this I actually would be a little bit problematic. But you don't... If I do this, you could just connect, you know. I mean, as long as you take the bottom, you win. And there's really not much I can do about this. So there's really not much Aji in here. He just didn't know how to respond to this. But this is basically a tutorial to show you like how to actually deal with like these invasion thingies. How to deal with desperate invasions. And he did not respond well to my desperate invasion, obviously. That's a really bad move. You like anything you have to come out here and like cover the flank over here. And like if you just do that, it's really tough for me to do anything if you just do that. I mean, I could do this. You could actually do something like this in the meanwhile. Yes, it is actually Gote. It is Gote for him because he can't do anything. He has to connect. And then I would probably be like flying up here. And this is a little bit more of a problem because you have like 2 cutting points instead of 1 now. But the thing is like, you still have like this move. And the thing is, I have to still connect this somehow. And if you connect these two, I would actually guess that you definitely have way more liberties than me. Because, I mean, there's really not much I can do here. Plus, like, you know, I still have to do something like that to solidify this. So if you just do this, I mean, there's just no way I can actually, like, there's really no way I can beat you on this. You have me outgunned here. If you use the estimator here, you know, it's like, you're still winning, not by that much, but y plus 4. But, like, there's a lot of good options. There's actually a lot of good options here. Doing this, though, I would say you almost have to, like, that's definitely the correct move there. So, like, you did actually, like, he did actually pass up a lot of good moves. Doing this, letting me connect, going down here, letting me come out. He has to actually block that now. And then, like, that gets me this move. But I still think here he's fine if he just, like, connect. I think he's fine if he actually connects. I can't do anything. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do here. Because, like I said, like, this move has issues. Like, this move has issues. You can't do that, but you can do this, and it's actually quite difficult for me to do anything, because this is actually dead now, right? It's very, very difficult for me to do anything. So as long as you can actually escape this group is basically screwed. So he made a lot of bad moves on my desperate invasion here. That doesn't necessarily work, all that well. And even here, like, I mean, that's perfectly fine. Even here, like, that's actually perfectly fine. Like, I don't really know why that wouldn't be fine. And I don't really know how I would make the two... Well, I guess, like, you would have to do this, and then me doing this would actually work. Me doing this would work because you're afraid of that. This would actually work, but, you know, it's not as bad as what his original thing was. So that would actually get me 2 eyes. But the thing is, like letting me have these two, you know, now you have a bit of a problem up there. But even if you connected here, the thing is, like, even if you connected here, I don't think that would be that big of a problem. I mean, I can't do anything about that. No, but then you have to go back and, yeah, I would actually have a way up. So that, I guess that doesn't really work. I mean, letting me take these two is a big mistake. Letting me take these two is a big mistake. You have to protect these two. You generally have to protect these two. Either, like, you can, well, I guess that doesn't work because you can't do that. That doesn't actually work, so you would have to connect. And, like, I wouldn't do this because you would just do this, and that's not enough to compensate. So, like, I feel like, no, actually, no, if you do that, I would probably just go this way. But, you know, you have this, and this actually gets you back here. And I can't really do anything about this. Not in any real sense, anyways.
Someone invites you to play.
Well, actually, no. No, that doesn't actually work, because if you do this, I can just kill this. So that wouldn't actually work. No, that doesn't... See, that doesn't even work. Because I can't cut. I can't actually cut, right? If I cut, you can do this. I guess that would sort of work for me, but I don't know if I have enough liberties there. I mean, I really don't. If you just come up, I guess it would be a pretty tough battle. But I still think I would lose in the end. Yeah, I don't have enough liberties here. No, I mean, it's not even close. I feel like there's a lot of variations he could have done. And this is why, like, I don't like analysis for games, because, like, things like that are pure reading skill and kind of intuition. If you play it out, you take away the ambiguity. That's why I don't like playing on OGS with analysis, because, like, it takes the possibility of, like, moves like this out. Yes, they're not supposed to really work. Yes, they're not really not supposed to work. But at the same time, you know. But actually no, no, actually that would work, because I just have to extend out, and then you don't have enough liberty. So yeah, that wouldn't actually work. You would have to run this, and then I would probably just do this. And here it's actually kind of hard to determine, because you can't actually connect this when I Atari. I would probably do something like this at this point. Yeah, and then you'd be screwed. So I guess that doesn't really work. So there is some Aji in here. Like, once he lets me take these two, once he lets me take these two stones, there's actually a lot of Aji in here. But the thing is, like, when I do this, you have to do this. I don't think there's as much Aji in there. Yes, like I said, I could desperately try to like attempt something like this, but I don't know. Like, I feel like this wouldn't work. You have way too many liberties, and you can just, like, cut across, and once you cut across, I'm dead. So that's the wrong way of. That's actually the wrong way of responding to this that he did. Obviously, he lets me cut those two and lets me live. That's not going to work. He lets me live, and if you estimate score now I'm ahead because I broke all his territory. So this was like the deciding win right here. That was a big point swap. Of course, he didn't actually see that. He gives me a bunch of points. That's useless. And this is actually sort of gote for him. Well, it's not really gote because he doesn't have to take those two stones. But he does this. I'm going to do this first. Take those. He does that for some reason. And then he does that. He shores all that up. That's not a good move by me. Those two aren't very big, but it does connect everything. But since everything was alive, it wasn't that big. He connects. He does this. I do this. That's obviously Sente. He has to do that. I go in. He's going to do that. I connect. And then, you know, these are just playouts. That's pretty big. This follow-up is not very big. He should have definitely flew here. And this trade is also bad for him because this is 8 points, but this is more than 8 points here. There's a bunch of little points down here, so I'm definitely willing to make this trade. It's not too much of a loss. I didn't have to answer that because if I just did something else, and he takes this, I can just take one back. So that's not that many points. That's 1 point. So I'm going to do that. My end game is obviously a lot better than his. This is also not that many points. It's not critical, and it's maybe like it's like 1 point essentially. This is a lot more than 1 point. This is at least 4 or 5 here. Does that. Now he basically just starts giving me points. Because I'm like, if you play a stone in someone's territory and they don't answer and they still kill you, that's plus 1 point for them. Remember that. And then I get plus 2 points because I made another point. He does this. I don't actually have to block even then. And then he does this. I'm not going to answer, so I'm going to connect this. That's like, he just gave me like plus 4 or 5 points just by playing in here. Obviously, that's not going to work because all I have to do is basically live on this. He can't connect, so he does that. I'm going to take it. So that ends that little scheme. And now if you like do the estimated score, I'm up by like 40 points. So I was only up by 18 when this actually lived, but because of his ending moves, now I'm up by 40. So let's actually go back deeper into this game. I feel like this game, I mean, like, I should have won this game anyways because I just misread this, obviously. Like I said, when he does this, if I just do this, there's nothing at all. I just got stupid there. So if you go back to the beginning of this game, if you actually go back to the beginning of this game, this is not, this one space invasion is not one I see very often. I mean, I personally think this corner is bigger than anything you can play. You can see this Moyo. You can definitely see the Moyo here that he's actually building. But the problem with this Moyo is like, it's not really that solid. He already gave up 2 corners. And it's actually pretty hard to deal with like invasions like this. So you get these points, but you already gave up these. And also you gave up the cornerstones. So for me, this definitely favors black right now. So I take the center stone. He does that. I don't know if that was a good move or not. I probably should have just like jumped down there, honestly. Or like, you know, in this situation, coming up top might be okay. But, and actually doing something like this. Because that builds my Moyo over here. That might have actually been the better move here. I just wanted the corner, but I think that was probably a wrong decision. Doing this, I'm going to solidify this thing in here. It's a couple of points. That is a useless move. That I think is a useless move. Because if you just go out here, let's say on a much better move, I wouldn't do that. I would probably just invade the 3-3, honestly. If I do this, you can just do this, and you're basically just giving up a few points. So that move definitely is not, this move is not worth it. Also, like, that is a hard sell. I mean, you kind of have to do that, but there's so many ways to run out here that I feel like it's just a really tough sell. And, like, you can't enclose me. And you also have weaknesses on these cutting points as well. So, that's not a good move. Forcing me to come out one way is not a good move. If anything, like, you need to do things like this. Kind of, like, force me to do stuff like this to come out and try to get this bottom while you're doing it. Forcing me this way, this is not a good move. Come out. Because now I'm forcing you and I get the bottom. I'm not really afraid of him attacking this right now. Come out. And obviously, like, I was expecting him to do something like this. And then connect. And then, like, I could pretty much just, you know, do whatever here. Like, maybe even fly in here or something to destroy the rest of his Moyo. He would be able to do this. And get some stuff there, obviously. But I have a pretty big corner here. And this Moyo really has problems because I can also, like, come down here like I did before as well. So, like, there's just not that many points in here. And also, like, this side is looking pretty good for me, plus the 2 corners I already have. So I'm doing this. He does this. I'm going to go ahead and connect that. I don't know. That, I guess, is kind of important because it does make his shape. Then I'm going to come out, do this, and then I'm going to come down and make this. Now, like I said, I'm not too afraid of him attacking this because this group isn't all that strong. And he basically does that, so I come out. I don't know about this move. I guess it's okay. But it does let me get, like, this move, I just wanted to break his territory, but quite honestly, like, Probably playing something out here along this line is probably better at this point. There's not that much territory in here, and being able to come out and threaten is a little bit more important in my opinion. So I probably played this wrong. So he does that. I do this. That's fine. Like, that's not a good move. You're probably not going to be able to kill me. So that's probably the way to go. I mean, attacking this group right now, the point is actually not to kill this group. I mean, it is really, really hard to kill this group. I probably do have an eye right here and an eye right there, so I wouldn't be too afraid. You want me to do things like this because it kind of, well, I guess not, because you can use it to kind of like solidify your own territory. I don't think there's any real way you're going to kill it. I don't think there's any real way you're really going to kill this. You have a lot of problems in here. Like, I wouldn't play like that anyways. And the thing is, like, even if I do something like this, you have problems when I try to push. You have problems when I actually try to push, Like, there's really no real way you're going to kill this. The point is, there's really no way you're really going to kill this. There's just way too many problems. There's like way too many problems for you to kill this. So him like going crazy and trying to kill this, not a good idea. Letting me get this Hane. I was thinking about the double Hane, but I didn't want to be that risky. He does that. I'm gonna push here. I make an exchange. That's not a good move. I mean, like the most you could do.
Someone invites you to play.
The most you could do is like, I'm gonna always take this side. This side's much bigger. The most you could do is probably that. And I would probably just give you that in the first place. If you do this, then I would probably do something like this. Like, I would probably just give you that in the first place and take this side. This side's much bigger for me. And, as you can see here, like, if you estimate the score, I'm still way ahead. So, like, I was pretty much way ahead the entire game until I made this blooper over here. Plays a little bit over here. I'm obviously just going to take that. Do that first, and then get this big move. He's still trying to kill me, but he's leaving that out. And also, like, my head's out over here, so it's really hard to kill me. He does that. I'm not going to let him have those points. Doing that. That's probably not necessary, and he could actually ignore that. He probably should ignore that. He did. This is where I made the blooper, and then I already reviewed the rest of this game. So I already reviewed the rest of this game, and yeah, that's how the game went. I was ahead until I made this blooper, but then I pulled back over here, and I didn't, like, the title of this is How to Deal with BS Invasions. How to deal with desperate BS invasions when you're actually winning. So that's the review. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.